All right, welcome everybody watching in on the SJCC softball channel. Game 3 of the round robin between the Reedley Tigers and SJCC Jaguars. You know who we are. Steve Sciplin alongside Faulcon, the voice of the Jaguars. Chelsea Raymond will be making the start here for the Jags. And leading off for Reedley will be JoJo Camaquin.
Those are O's?
Jaja Camaquin. Now we're good.
Leading off the top of the first for the Tigers, the second baseman, Jaja.
We've been
Camaquin.
scrambling so much this season that we don't know what it's like not to do it. No, but our lineups are good, our graphics are good. Hopefully our reading is good. And it's time to play.
All right, first pitch on the way. Tyrone Murphy, the home plate umpire here in Game 3. And the first pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. First pitch, 342. The 1-0 pitch is a pitch that was way above the zone, swung on and missed. And it is 1-1 strike. Jaja Camaquin leads it off. Alyssa Everk bats second, then Haley Zapian. Jordan Acevedo bats cleanup. Alexis Paris fifth. Mia Barbosa, the pitcher, hits sixth. Sadie Decker will bat seventh. Alyssa Hernandez eighth. And Alexa Valdez will bat ninth. There is no flex player in the lineup for the Reedley Tigers, who come in after a very entertaining game in the middle of this round robin against the Corsairs from the College of the Redwoods. One of the most entertaining games we've seen in the middle of a round robin, Steve. And we talked a little bit during that game about some of the other round robins we've seen here in San Jose. There's a called strike at the knees. It's 2-2. But the Tigers were up 6-1 in the second inning, and the Corsairs battled back. By the seventh inning, it was a two-run game, and the Corsairs walked them off. There's a swing and a miss, strike three, as Raymond with a strikeout on a couple of pitches above the zone for out number one. Batting second, the left fielder, Alyssa Everett. So one gone, and Everett will stand in. Batting from the right side. First pitch to her is low. The umpires have been here all day long. It was cold, and then it got warm, and then it was raining, and then it got cold again, and then it got warm again. It's just weather's up and down, long games, so just the point is that they're going to be looking for strikes. They're trying to get out of here. Here's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1 strike. Elena Valdez was the pitcher in game one and tossed just an absolute masterful gem. Here's a pitch, and it's swung on and softly lifted into left field, and it drops in front of Kiana Castro for a base hit. It's the first hit of the game for the Tigers. Comes from Alyssa Everk.
All right, and that will bring the first baseman, Haley Zapian, up. Zapian. We are going to get our reading down sometime this year.
I tried to check before the game just to make sure it was a hard A or the soft A. You know what I'm saying? Like Zapian. I just want to make sure I had it right. First pitch to her. Swung on and popped up, shallow left. This one's trouble. Smith over, dives, and it's off her glove and into foul territory. It's a fair ball. And rounding second, but dropping anchor there is Everk. So she'll stop there. A couple of softly hit singles in the left field have set the table, first and second with one out, and the cleanup hitters coming up. It's Jordan Acevedo. Just an unfortunate placement of the ball for the Jags. Well done if you're Zapian. Good setup for the Tigers. Batting fourth, the catcher, Jordan Acevedo. So the Jags going to have to work out of trouble here with first and second and one out. First pitch is high for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Raymond got the start, technically, in the first inning. She threw 6 pitches, and Coach Rooney pulled her. 6 pitches, there were 6 balls, all in the dirt, 3 to the backstop. She'd walked the leadoff hitter. 1-0. That one's high for a ball, 2-0. Gianbruno throws a snap throw. Good block by Kaya Sandoval. She had to fall to her knees to make the play. Bella Gianbruno, the starting catcher here in Game 3 of the round robin, the second game of the day for San Jose. Two balls, no strikes. Here it comes. In there for a called strike. Now, Gianbruno, more aggressive coming out of the squat than Jimenez might be on a given pitch. So we're going to see a lot of Bella Gianbruno. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. First base side, Gabby Jordan gives chase, but this is going to be off the top of the Tigers' dugout, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That middle game was a 12-11 final. It was 11-9 in the 7th inning. And the Corsairs came up, got the leadoff hitter on. They got that run home with a runner at second and 1 out, or check that, nobody out. Pitch, the 2-2 is swung on and lifted to left for Kiana Castro, who eases into it and makes the catch for the out. 2 gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Alexis Pares. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Alexis Pares. After the first run scored, we made it a 1-run game. It was 11-10 in the bottom of the 7th for the Corsairs. They had a runner at second that got caught trying to take third on a wild pitch. First pitch to Paris is lifted to center. Felix going back, does the pop-up dance, reaches up and makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. So a little bit of action here in the first inning, but the Tigers threaten and do not score. We go to the bottom of the first, a scoreless tie here in Game 3 of a long, long 3-game round robin here in San Jose.
All right, back here for the bottom of the first. Top of the order for the Jaguars. New game, but nothing's changed. Melissa Felix will lead off.
Center fielder Melissa Felix. First pitch to Felix is slapped to third, picked up by the third baseman Decker, who fires to first in time to get Felix for out number one. Nice play by Sadie Decker. That'll bring up Sandoval, a little bit of a different lineup here in game two. Batting second, the second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
Yeah, this might be the first time that we didn't see her in the number 9 spot.
The thing about it, though, is Kaya deserves some at-bats and higher in the lineup. Squeeze out a couple more at-bats for her. She did knock one out of the park earlier today, but it was about a foot foul. Would have been just the second home run for the Jags this season. Second home run of Kaya's career and her first of the season, had it stayed fair. See if she can get it going. Here's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kaya back in game 1 went 1 for 3. Checked that, 2 for 3. She had 2 singles and came around to score on one of them. 1-1 on the ground. Fair ball down the left field line. She's going to turn around and head for second, and she's going to coast in there with a 1-out stand-up double. So Sandoval in scoring position for San Jose with 1 out, and that'll bring up Malia Venegas. Batting third, the third baseman, Malia Venegas. Stephanie Nomura, the head coach for the Tigers, thought that was a foul ball down the left field line. And it's arguable. It was really close. It wasn't a no-brainer by any means, but I think it ultimately was a fair ball. Tyrone Murphy, the home plate umpire, sticks with his call. And now Venegas stands in and takes the ball off the outside. 1 ball, no strikes. So a good start for Sandoval. Runner at second, 1 out, 1-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted into shallow center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Sandoval is going to stop at third. The throw comes to the plate, and so Malia Venegas, the back runner, will take second base. Kind of an ill-advised throw. You look for your cutoff man just so you can avoid that exact play. So now second and third for Jade Henry.
And we've said it over the last 2 years that there's certain people on this Jags roster that you don't want anybody on base for. She might be the next one.
Yeah. No, she's a killer. She's a killer. First pitch to Jade Henry is popped up high in the air, left side. The shortstop does a pop-up dance and drops it. Kaya Sandoval came off the bag momentarily, but she scurries back. So Jade will reach safely on an E6. It was dropped by Paris. So E6 and the bases are loaded.
All right, that will bring Deja Jimenez up.
So time is called as Reedley, they're going to talk about it. That's a play at the college level. That play's got to be made. You got to catch the ball. You got to squeeze that. It's not a play that anyone would find acceptable by any means. And you just set the table. The bases are loaded. You have Deja Jimenez, the number 5 hitter, coming up to bat. Gabby Jordan following that, and Bella Gianbruno, who hit a rocket to third in that first game. And it got a glove. It got knocked down, and then she ended up reaching on an error. They're swinging the bats well. Here's a ground ball, base hit left field. In to score is Sandoval. And Venegas will drop anchor at third, station to station, bases stay loaded, and it's 1-0 San Jose. Deja Jimenez comes through, first RBI of the new campaign, and it's 1-0. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
And that will bring Gabby Jordan making her first start.
Here's a pop-up. Second base. It's going to be called. Infield fly rule is called. Camaquin was underneath it, made the catch, but the infield fly was ruled. So that's out number 2, and that'll bring up Gian Bruno. Batting seventh, the catcher, Bella Gian Bruno. Freshman catcher out of Santa Teresa High School, making her first start of the young season. And a cue ball on the ground is going to be picked up by the pitcher. Flip the first is just in time to get Gian Bruno coming down the line. The Jags do get one, but they leave them loaded. An infield fly and a comebacker to end the inning. They take a 1-0 lead into the second. We'll see how quick this game goes by. It's been a long day here in San Jose.
Back here for the second inning, Reedley up to hit. It is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters starting it off with Mia Barbosa.
Off the top of the second for the Tigers, the pitcher, Mia Barbosa. So Mia Barbosa will get loose and get into the box. To start off the second inning, Chelsea Raymond back to work. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. An off-speed pitch that Chelsea used so well in the state tournament last season and has been off to a good start with this season. Has Barbosa out in front, 0-1. Castro in left, Felix in center, Jade Henry is in right. With Venegas at third, Carissa Smith at short, Kaya Sandoval at second, and Gabby Jordan at first. The second pitch is to the backstop, very high. Bella Gian Bruno doing the catching. That's your defensive alignment for the Jags for Chelsea Raymond.
Yeah, and even though it's only been one inning, she's more relaxed and more ready than she was in game one. In game one, so I'm guessing that she just wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, and I mentioned it to you, a few minutes before the broadcast started. This game is 90% mental and 50% physical. I know the math doesn't add up. My coaches always told me that. 90% mental, 50% physical. It's just the way it goes. You got to be locked in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Raymond is ready. Here it comes. Swung on and tomahawked foul down the left field line. She squared that up pretty good, too. I don't know how she got on top of that ball. That pitch was at her eyes. She got on top of it and sent it on a frozen rope down the left field line out of play. So we'll reset and do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the second.
Yeah, the first 3-4 innings last game, and Reedley was just knocking all of them gone, but they were all foul.
Here's another one that goes foul down the left field line, hit pretty well. Kiana Castro gives chase, but it will land out there in no man's land, and it stays 1-2. Reedley was one of the opponents that the Jaguars faced in the 2019 regional playoffs. It was the Super Regionals. Jaguars won both of those games in the mercy rule fashion, 8-0 in 5 innings. In game 2 of that series, Stephanie Troja had a walk-off hit. 1-2 pitch. Another one at her eyes and crushed foul down the left field line off the top of the Jaguars hitting cage. It's impressive that she's getting on top of these pitches. These are pitches with velocity at the top of the zone. I got to imagine that the drop ball or something off speed is going to be coming. Raymond ready with a 1-2. Here it is. Swung on and popped up. Foul out of play. And it's going to go onto campus off the Jaguar Center building. And we'll do it again. Good professional at bat from Barbosa. Making Chelsea work here. The sun is beaming right into our faces here in the broadcast booth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. In there, strike 3 call. That was right down the middle. And the second strikeout for Chelsea Raymond.
And it took 8 pitches, but but she was able to stay with it and put her down. And that will bring up the third baseman, Sadie Decker.
So Decker stands in, batting from the right side. There's a breeze that's making this center field flag whip towards the left field corner. I imagine the wind is blowing much higher in the air. It's not really all that breezy down here. That one was a straight up bowl to the plate. That bounced about 6 feet in front of the mound.
Well, the only reason we're not calling that a strike is because there's no pins.
Yo, man, they gonna fire us from this broadcast, dude. 1-0 pitch, swung on, and I don't know if she fouled that off of the glove of Gian Bruno or if it just was a whiff, but either way, strike 1. Oh man, that was a good one, dude. That was a good one. Hey, come on, man. I give you props for that one. I know the coaches and the players go back and watch these broadcasts. You hear all the commentary. We be in here like goofing off and whatnot. I gotta imagine they get a kick out of it. Because if they don't, they would have said something by now. Like, hey, you guys got to chill out talking all that mess in the broadcast booth. That pitch is off the glove of Gian Bruno and misses for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Now, see, the thing about it is, as much as we say, after the game and on road trips, they say just as much.
Oh, man, we be getting roasted,
so it's all
man.
good.
We be getting roasted, especially Coach Britt. Coach Britt be on my dome piece, man. Golly. 2-1 pitch. And that one's to the backstop again. So Chelsea trying to get a solid grip on the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
This wouldn't be a bad situation to call for a break. Not necessarily because one is needed, but just to take a second to relax.
No pitch clock in this league. 3 balls, 1 strike. On the way, here it is. And this one's in the dirt, ball 4. So 3 consecutive pitches that were nowhere close after that first ball apparently was on its way to the pins. So it's runner at first now with 1 out. A defensive meeting. This is just player to player. And that'll bring up Alyssa Hernandez, the right fielder, to hit with a runner at first and 1 out. Batting 8. The right fielder.
All right, and while we do have a quick second, again, defensive alignment is slightly different with Kiana Castro on left, Felix still in center, Jade Henry is now over in right, They with Venegas and Smiths and Sandoval all still filling out the infield with Gabby Jordan now at first and Bella Gianbruno behind the plate.
First pitch to Hernandez is a ball. She squared around the bunt and pulled it back. So 1 ball, no strikes. Now, if she's going to give you the second out of the inning with the number 9 hitter on deck, you take it. It should be a pretty good pitch to hit here. Here's the 1-0. And that one's to the backstop. And down to second goes Decker. So last couple of batters, Chelsea Raymond's kind of got the yips going. The only other pitcher that we've seen in collegiate play on this roster is Elena Valdez. 2-0 pitch is popped foul off the first base line and out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Elena, after pitching 7 innings in game 1, got to imagine they're trying to keep from having to use her in game 2.
And she's thrown about 20 in the last 2 days. So you really don't want to bring her unless you
Runner goes
to.
The throw, the tag, and it's almost as if the ball was kicked out of the glove by the slide. It's inadvertent. It's not a reprehensible offense by any means. Just incidental, and she's going to be safe with a steal. So well done by Reedley there. Good job by the Jags to cover that play. Smith was over there to cover the third base bag with Venegas crashing. So 3 balls and a strike with a runner now at third base and 1 out. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed at a pitch that would have probably been ball 4. And the count goes full 3-2. Chelsea Raymond ready with her 3-2. Payoff pitch. Here it is. It's in the dirt, ball 4. And that sets up first and third. And back-to-back walks for Chelsea Raymond. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, Alexa Valdez. Batting 9th, the center fielder, Alexa Valdez. Valdez stands in, batting from the left side. Venegas playing in, pulls back the bunt. Throw down to Sandoval is kind of cut off, and it's essentially just going to be a given steal for Hernandez. So second and third with 1 out, and a base hit could give the Tigers the lead. This becomes a very crucial situation. Oh, 1. That one's down low for a ball, and it's a ball and a strike. And the thing that stinks about this kind of, I'll check that, it's 2 balls, no strikes. So here's Raymond with the 2-0 in the dirt to the backstop. And in to score comes Decker with the tying run, and it's 1-1. It's got to be at least the 4th wild pitch of the inning for Chelsea Raymond. And it's been her undoing. That run was a walk. 2 walks in the inning. One has scored, one standing at third. They haven't made any contact. Barbosa struck out looking, Decker walked, Hernandez walked, and they just generated a rally off of wild pitches. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Squares around the bunt, pulls back and takes ball 4. Snap throw back to third. Venegas applies the tag, and it's not in time. So first and third again. 3 consecutive walks.
And Coach Rooney is possibly delaying to make a sub.
Their second baseman, Jaja Camaquin.
No, it looks like she was just looking towards the bullpen to see if somebody was in there getting ready.
So Camaquin stands in with runners on the corners and 1 out. First pitch misses low. Kaya Sandoval gets the ball, and they're running. Run at her. She's that far off the bag, you got to run at her, make her pick a base. That is, I mean, at least you ran the runner back to the bag, so it's a, nothing happened there.
Well, she also was concerned with whether or not the runner at third was going.
It's a smart play by Sandoval to not, bite on any of those plays, but the smart move was jogging back towards the runner to make sure she goes back to first. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Really need Chelsea Raymond to throw a strike here. The pitch, a bunt, right back to Raymond. She's going to flip it to the plate, and the slide takes out Gian Bruno. In to score is Alyssa Hernandez, and the Tigers have taken the lead. It's 2-1. So Camaquin gets an RBI on the suicide squeeze bunt. Safety squeeze, whatever they call it. It's 2-1 Tigers. The left fielder, Alyssa Ever. That's tough. That's the most contact made the entire inning. It's a bunt, and they've scored 2 runs in the inning. The pitch is very high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second with 1 out. The pitch swung on and missed. Runner goes. The throw to third is in plenty of time. And that was a ill-advised steal attempt. So Valdez is out at third, caught stealing. Down to second goes Camaquin, 2 outs. One ball and 1 strike. And it's a runner at second base with 2 outs. The pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, 1-2. Such an eventful inning, and the deepest hit ball of the inning was a bunt in front of the plate. My goodness. That's the small ball of the game of softball. It's just a different game, man. It's different. 1-2, here it comes. Just missed off the inside. Jags were ready to walk off the field. They thought that was going to be strike 3 called. Bella Gianbruno goes off and dusts off the part of the plate she thought that pitch caught. Oh, man, that's funny, man. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Raymond ready. Here it comes. That one misses at the letters, and the count goes full 3-2. Big spot. You'd like to avoid bringing up the middle of the order with runners on base. And it's the number 3 hitter, Sciplin, on deck. Here's the payoff. Swung on and lifted down the right field line. Jade Henry will give chase, dives, and she makes the catch. On the foul line, a nice play by Jade Henry to retire the side. Jaguar defense continues to shine here in San Jose as the sun shines over the field. Sure would too if I was a batter. But.
Bottom of the second. It is the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Jaguars, and it will be Kiana Castro starting it off. First pitch on its way, on the inside, called strike.
So 0-1 to Castro. She stands in. Castro had a quiet game 1. She went 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. 1 to third and 1 to short. This pitch is high. 1-1. Everk in left, Valdez in center, Hernandez in right, Decker at third, Paris at short, Camaquin at second, Sciplin at first, and Acevedo doing the catching for Mia Barbosa, the pitcher. That pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike on Kiana Castro. Defense playing shallow in the outfield. Some of the shadows from the trees starting to come down onto the field. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and popped into shallow center. Coming in is Valdez, and she'll make the catch for out number 1.
And that will bring Carissa Smith up for the first time in this game.
Smith had a hat trick in game 1. Kind of a rough day at the plate. She squared up 1 ball really good, and it was snatched out of the air by the third baseman. It was, at the time, it was Faremo, and then Coe came into play as the first pitch to Smith is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 the pitch. On the ground towards short. Nice play fielded by Paris. The throw to first is in time. And that's out number 2. 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the order with Melissa Felix.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
As last time up, grounded out on what was a great plate fielding effort by Sadie Decker to get the out just in time.
First pitch is at her eyes, ball one. A dominant performance in game one for Felix. He was 4 for 4 with 3 singles and a double. Came around to score twice, and the Jags won 7-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and slapped down the left field line. Fair ball. This one's headed towards the corner. She's going to round and head for second, and she'll drop anchor there with a 2-out double.
And that will bring Kaya Sandoval back up. Grounded a hard double down the left field line her last time up, which set up the Jaguar scoring play back in the first.
Two-out rally loading. Sandoval, first pitch. Outside, ball one. Felix has very good speed at second. So you got to be careful. Acevedo is very aware of that, the catcher. And she's got her eyes on Melissa Felix. Sandoval doubled. So we'll see if she can hit another one here. That'll tie this game up. The pitch is a little bit high, not by much. It's ball two. You can see the difference between the strike zones of Tyrone Murphy and Jerry Pence. Pence is the field umpire here for this game. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. It is high and away, ball three. Double by Felix, and now Kaya Sandoval in the driver's seat. 3 balls, no strikes. And time is called by the Tigers. They will have a player-to-player meeting. That gives us a minute. Any other score updates from around the league? NorCal was pretty unbelievable today.
Out of respect for Southwestern, I'm not gonna say what happened in both of those games. But currently, hey, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're not gonna find out from me.
Man.
But currently, but speaking of SoCal teams, Bakersfield with a 3-0 lead over El Camino in the 5th, and Santa Barbara has swept Glendale in a doubleheader today.
Sandoval squared around the bunt, pulled it back, and takes ball 4. So she reaches with a walk. First and second, 2 outs. And Malia Venegas will hit with an RBI opportunity. The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Last time up, hit a soft double on a fly ball right over the shortstop.
First pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. In her third, really. It's 0-1. Base hit could score a run and tie this game up. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Smothered well by Acevedo. And she's really got her eyes on Felix. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, here it comes. That one's at her eyes, almost hit her. She ducks out of the way, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, the pitch. On the ground, right back to the pitcher, Barbosa, who fires to first in time to get Venegas and she hit that one pretty good, but it was just right back where it came from, and the inning is over. The Jags threaten with a double and a walk. They get 2 runners on, but they do not score. They trail 2-1 as we go to the 3rd inning here in San Jose.
All right, back here, top of the 3rd for Reedley. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters are up, and it will be Haley Zapian starting it off.
Leading off the top of the 3rd for the Tigers.
Single down the left field line her last time up.
First pitch to Zapian. Down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Inning ended on an incredible play by Jade Henry. Making a diving catch on the foul line. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. There's a called strike. It's 1-1. That Zapian single that Steve mentioned back in the 1st inning was kind of a magic wand bloop right into no man's land. 1-1 pitch on the ground towards short, cut off by Venegas at 3rd to throw to 1st in time to get Zapian. That's out number 1. The catcher, Jordan Acevedo.
All right, that'll bring Jordan Acevedo up. Fly it out to Kiana Castro in left. Last time up, back in the 1st.
You know what I just realized, Steve? I have not done the whole, because Kaya Sandoval wears jersey number 2. I haven't done the number 2 thing in a while, since Sam Brenny, you remember?
Well, short. That's why.
That's true. That's true. I honestly thought she was going to be playing shortstop this year.
Number 2, second base. No reason why we can't do it.
You know what? Now that I think about it, we got to bring that back. That first pitch is fouled out of play and over the concourse. No balls and 1 strike to Acevedo. The pitch. That's in the dirt. And it's 1-1. It's really good to see Chelsea Raymond just shake off the bad pitches and just deal. Just throw her game. One ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. That one's bounced in front of home plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. So we'll see if she can lock back in. There are fans coming all up in this ballpark with all different kinds of food. We didn't have Panera. Somebody came in McDonald's. I seen a dude walking here with Wingstop, and a family just showed up with 3 boxes of Domino's pizza. Come on, man. They got food from all over the place. There's a bullet foul down the left field line, and it's 2-2. Coach hooked us up with some sandwiches. I had me an apple. That thing was good and sweet and everything. I don't know, man. An apple and a bottle of water is a great snack combo.
Now, there is just one food that we need.
If you say breakfast one more time.
No, I ain't said it one time today.
Man, we had the bases loaded twice in the first game.
You done said it 10 times in a minute.
Because I'm hungry, man. And the bases were loaded and stuff, talking about the Grand Slam breakfast. There's a ground ball to Venegas at third. She's got it. Plenty of time and throws out Jordan Acevedo. 2 outs. 2 ground balls to Venegas here in the third. The shortstop, Alexis Paras.
We really is doing all this deflected for nothing. I was
Breakfast.
I'm gonna remember that.
All right.
There was one yesterday. There's one today now. I'm gonna remember that.
Man, all right. Here's a shot to center. Hit really well. Back is Felix at the wall. Adios. That's gone. Solo home run for Alexis Paras. And Reedley stretches their lead out 3-1. Monster swing of the bat there from Alexis Paras. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, it's kind of how you'd rather have it. If someone's going to homer, do it with the bases empty, but that's rough. The pitcher, Mia Barbosa.
All right, and the Jags and Chelsea Inmate will look to gather themselves as Mia Barbosa comes up, who struck out looking to start the second inning, and took 9 pitches to do it.
And the first pitch here is down low for a ball, 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Former Jaguar Kalea Reed is here. Her and her family. It's really good to see so many former Jags come out. 1-1 pitch. Outside corner. It's 1 ball, 2. Steve, I smell the pizza. I can smell it. I know you smell it. Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm finna order me something.
Hey,
by the fourth inning, I'm gonna have a pizza delivered right here to the broadcast booth.
Hey, I mean, I would offer again, but I don't got nothing. It's gone.
1 and 2.
The opportunity has passed.
1 and 2 fouled back to the screen. Chelsea Raymond 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, limiting the damage to just a run. Big spot, the pitch. On the ground, Venegas off her glove. She picks it up, has time, throws in time to get Barbosa. Side retired. 3 ground balls to Malia Venegas are the 3 outs, but in between them is a booming solo home run to dead center field off the bat of Alexis Paras. The Tigers have a 3-1 lead on to the bottom of the third here in San Jose.
All right, back here for the bottom of the third. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and Jade Henry is up for the Jaguars. Reached on an error back in the first.
It always is kind of a bummer when Jade has to hit with the bases empty. Swing and a miss as she put all her power into that swing and came up empty 0-1. She's an RBI machine, so it's always fun to watch her hit with runners on the bases.
Dang, first game of the year is what, 3 for 3 and had 4 of them?
Right. This pitch misses outside and low. It's 1-1. The error that Henry reached on in the first inning that's one that you just kind of shake your head in terms of what happened with the Reedley defense on that play. 1-1, swung on and popped up. First base side in is Sciplin, and she'll make the catch. A good pitch from Mia Barbosa for out number 1.
The designated player.
All right, that'll bring Deja Jimenez up. A hard grounder for a single last time. As time up, which scored the only run so far.
On the ground, up the middle into center field, and a clean base hit for Deja Jimenez. Her second hit of the game. And so a runner on first with 1 out for Gabby Jordan.
The first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
All right, hit an infield fly last time up for the second out back in the first.
If you're the Jags, you definitely want to have some aggression, but you do want to let your pitch come. The pitch in there for a called strike. No balls and a strike. One to Gabby Jordan with Jimenez at first. And to the backstop on this pitch, Jimenez will take second, gets a big turn, and will drop anchor there. So basically a free sacrifice there, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike with now a runner in scoring position. Jags haven't seemed to have a problem generating base runners and opportunities. It's just that money hit, that key hit that's been eluding them so far in this game. So we'll see if the bottom half of the batting order can produce that. Gabby Jordan hits now with Bella Gianbruno on deck. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch on the ground towards short. The throw to third is not in time. I don't know about that one, my boy. I don't know about that one, my boy. She must have slid under the tag, because immediately Stephanie Nomura jumped out of the dugout, and she's finna go and have a word with, oh man, she's finna go talk to Jerry Pence. The throw beat Jimenez by a few feet and looked like the tag was applied, but I got to imagine she slid that foot in under the tag. It was close, but I don't know about that one, my boy.
Yeah, try to see if we can get a look at it, and get it, and we just don't have the angle. So, and the call has been upheld.
Call stands, yeah. All right. So that's another one that would be a fielder's choice. So that's a fielder's choice, right? Give it a fielder's choice. But she reaches on the fielder's choice. So first and third now, the table is set, and it's Bella Gianbruno. The catcher.
Bella Gianbruno.
And now Tyrone Murphy having some words with one of the bench coaches of Reedley. A lot of frustration about that call. Now he's pointing to the dugout. They are really displeased about that call, so there's a lot of arguing going back and forth, and Murphy's not happy with it.
And I'm guessing that a warning has been given to the dugout. Yeah, which is the only reason why there is a conversation going on right now.
She's pushing her limit, too. Stephanie Nomura is really giving it to him. Tyrone Murphy, for whatever it's worth, did not make that call at third. Jerry Pence did, so her frustration with Tyrone Murphy, I'm not quite sure. First pitch is a ball to Bella Gianbruno. A good way to get a lot of calls in favor of the opponent is to start fussing and cussing at the umpire. That's not a strategy for success, especially on the road, at the end of a triple header for the umpires. 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Gianbruno in game 1 hit a line shot at the third baseman, and she reached. It was a single and a 1-base error. She ended up at second base after the throw. And then in this game, she hit a comebacker. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball in the dirt, goes to the backstop. Jimenez comes in to score, and then the throw goes by the pitcher. Gabby Jordan took second and then turned and went all the way to third after the missed throw. And now the Jags are in business. Chance to tie the game. A lot of runs being scored on wild pitches here today. So 3-2 now. Jags have cut the lead in half, or the deficit, I should say. And Gianbruno a chance to tie the game here. Here's the 2-1. In the dirt. Good block there. That's a great play. I'll tell you what. If Acevedo doesn't make that play, this game is tied. Gabby Jordan does have good speed. Commonly used as a pinch runner throughout the season last year. Time is called. I'm not sure what they're discussing here. I think maybe there's a cut, as here comes the trainer. I think there's a cut or a blister or something on the pitching hand of Mia Barbosa. So while we have a moment, we'll step aside while they take a look at Barbosa. It is 3-2 with an out here in the bottom of the third.
So we're about ready to go. Oh, here. New pitcher has come in for Reedley. It will be Abby Buchanan. So we'll have to see what happened with Barbosa and if she is available to return. It really does have one more pitcher that they can go to.
She inherited a 3-ball count and just walked Bella Gianbruno. So she'll take first, runners at the corners, and now Yana Castro. The left fielder, Yana Castro.
All right, and then a pinch runner will come in. It will be Lluvia Limon coming in for Gianbruno.
Pinch runner for San Jose.
All right, Kiana Castro up.
Limon.
Flew out to left center back in the second. Correction, back in the first. No, I was right. I was right the first time. I don't know why I'm correcting myself.
Castro bunts at it and misses. Oh, no, she fouled it. So strike one as Limon will go back to first, and now she, looked like she was grabbing her knee for a second. Hey, man, that is not, don't grab your knee while you're running. That's going to freak out the trainers, man. She was just trying to adjust her high tops, or her, not high tops, her socks. Here's a bunt. The throw to first is in time. In to score is Gabby Jordan. And now time is called. Look, the ball hit the bat a second time. That's got to be. Is she called out? What's the deal?
Well, the out happened anyway. It's just whether or not they're going to allow Gabby Jordan to advance.
Right. So if they allow Jordan to score, it's the tie game. But I think what startled the coaching staff of Reedley is that Tyrone Murphy let the whole play out before making that call. We're still waiting to find out what's going on. It appears as though, for sure, Kiana Castro is out. We just don't know if it's out on a sac bunt, basically a squeeze, which would tie the game. And Jordan would score, and Limon would be at second, or first and third. It looks like it's going to be first and third, 2 out. So they called her out on the double hit out of the box.
The shortstop.
All right, that will bring Carissa Smith up, who grounded out in the second. Pitch is in the dirt for a ball.
Trying to get the score, how to score that. It's just a double hit. Like, she's out. That's a tough way to go. It's as good as a strikeout if you're Reedley, so 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes to Smith. And a shot foul down the right field line and out of play. Sun is so low now that it could disappear behind the trees pretty soon. One ball, 1 strike. Here it is. And another foul on the third base line. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner goes on the 1-2 pitch, which is outside. Excuse me. It is 2-2. Down to second goes Limon, and she gets credit for a steal. So second and third, 2 outs, 2-2 to Carissa Smith. The pitch is high. Good take by Smith. She flinched at it and takes it for ball 3. So the full count sets it up for base hit would definitely give the Jags a lead. The pitch is in the dirt, ball 4, and they're loaded for Melissa Felix.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
A big spot here with the bases loaded, 2 outs. It was coming off a line double on the left field line.
First pitch is off the outside for a ball, 1-0. You have nowhere to put Felix, so at some point you're going to have to come into the strike zone with something. And if you're Felix, square it up and find a gap. It's a very wide gap in right center field. Doesn't commonly pull the ball. We'll see. Upstairs, 2-0. Not a good start for Abby Buchanan. She came in, and the only out recorded was the double hit bunt. She pulls back a bunt attempt and takes ball 3. We got some technical difficulties. The video is frozen. This pitch is outside, ball 4. I don't know quite where it missed. I couldn't tell you where it missed. I mean, I said outside. It looked like a strike on the outer third, but he called it a ball. So there you go. Jags get a run. Time is called. Another player-to-player meeting. And Reedley will discuss it. So here's the situation. Bases are still loaded. Kaya Sandoval hits with 2 outs, and the game is now tied at 3. And the Jags have a chance to really blow this game open with 2 outs. So we'll try to address the technical difficulties and get the screen going again. Looks like it's moving a little bit. First pitch to Kaya is inside for a ball, 1-0.
The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
Time is called, and out to discuss it is Stephanie Nomura, and she is not pleased. It just been frustrated with the calls, been frustrated with a lot that's happening here. So they'll talk it over, try to figure out what they're going to do. She's still jawing at the field umpire. They've been warned already, so you got to be very careful. She's going to head back to the dugout. Their base runners will go back, and she's still lobbing sarcastic remarks at the home plate umpire. And much credit to the umps for being very patient. They issued a warning, but they have not ejected her from the game. So Sandoval ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch in there for a called strike, 1-1. We have second and third on the screen, but the bases are loaded. The pitch swung on and popped up, first base side, foul territory, and over, and making the play is Zapian to retire the side. The Jags get 2 and tie the game on a really awkward kind of inning. Whole lot going on, a lot of walks, wild pitches, and steals, but the Jags find a way to tie it up. 3-3 on to the 4th inning here in San Jose.
top of the fourth.
Number 5, Elena.
It'll be the
Valdez.
7, 8, and 9 hitters for Reedley. And new pitcher for San Jose. Well, the only other active pitcher on the roster, Elena Valdez, makes her return to the game. And Sadie Decker will start it off for Reedley. And got no choice but to take a seat because the sun has lowered.
First pitch to Decker is a screwball in there for a called strike. And right to work goes Valdez, who tossed an absolute gem in game 1. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, only 1 hit allowed. Here's a line drive, base hit down the right field line. Jade Henry will pick it up. We got to play at second. The throw is there. Oh, dropped by Smith. Smith catches the ball and applies a tag, and she's out. That was a great throw by Jade Henry. Well done by Jade Henry, but just couldn't squeeze it on the back end. So a double for Decker, and that'll bring up Hernandez.
The right fielder, Alyssa Hernandez.
I was looking for her first at bat out of the day. Took a walk and later scored in the second inning.
Freshman out of Dinuba High School in Dinuba, California. Ooh, sorry. The first pitch is a bunt. Good one, picked up, throw to first is going to be late, and it's going to be dropped by Sandoval. Run comes in to score. Throw to second is going to be in plenty of time to get Hernandez, so she's out at second. The bases will be empty, but that was an ill-advised throw by Jordan to throw over to Kaya Sandoval. She wasn't going to get Hernandez at first, and then it was a low throw that Sandoval didn't get in front of. So an awkward play that leads to a run, and the Tigers take the lead back. It's 4-3.
The center fielder, Alexa Valdez.
First pitch to Valdez. 1 ball, no strikes. This is the first Valdez-Valdez matchup of the day. Alexa versus Elena. One ball, no strikes, the pitch. Squares around the bunt, pulls back and takes a called strike. It's 1-1. The last play is scored as officially it was a sacrifice bunt in which there was an error on the first baseman that led to the run scoring. The 1-1. Where'd that miss, my guy? What happened? Was that inside? Was that outside? Was that high? Listen,
We're going to have to find out.
I'm going to go back and rewatch this. Let's just make a note. Top of the fourth, the 0-1 pitch with 1 out. I got to go back and look at that. I don't know where that missed, bro. This pitch is high, and the count goes to 3-1. So it was a 1-1 pitch that I got to check. What the heck is that all about? I don't know, man. Maybe it's a makeup call. I don't know. Good pitch, Elena. 3-1 pitch. Goes around the bunt, pulls back and takes a strike. 3-2. Look, that pitch, I don't know. That pitch looked like more of a ball than the one he called a ball. And that is why I am in the broadcast booth. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So first walk issued by Elena Valdez. Runner at first with 1 out, and it's back to the top of the order with Jaja Camaquin.
And then she comes up 0 for 2.
Second baseman, Jaja Camaquin.
Struck out swinging and reached on a fielder's choice. which and that play actually scored a run.
First pitch to her. Swung on and popped foul out of play off the first baseline. No balls and a strike. If you're just tuning in, it's been a lot of soft contact, a lot of bunts, a lot of wild pitches, some steals, a couple singles, and one bomb off the bat of Alexis Paris, a solo shot. 7 runs between these two teams. Ground ball to Venegas. To second for one. No throw to first, so they get the lead runner, and that's out number 2. So a smart play by Venegas and a smarter play by Sandoval not to go and try to make that back throw. So 2 outs, and that brings up Alyssa Everk.
The left fielder, Alyssa.
And she comes up 0 for 2, flying out her last time up in the second on what was just an incredible play by Jade Henry.
First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Out of Clovis East High School, Alyssa Everk. Clovis, the city of Clovis splits their high schools directionally. Not the most creative thing, but it's cool nonetheless. Foul ball off the first base line. It's 1-1.
And based on the information we got, a lot of those schools south of Monterey do that. You got north, east, west. In Bakersfield, you got a North High School.
Yeah.
You could probably guess what their mascot is.
This one's to the backstop, off the glove. That's a pass ball. It's a ball that was in the glove of Gianbruno. Got to squeeze that. 2 balls, 1 strike. And down to second goes Jaja Camaquin. So it's 2-1 to Everk. A lot of schools do that, and it's not even just south of Monterey necessarily. It also is Central Valley. A lot of Central Valley schools do that, or Central Valley cities, if they're big enough. There's a lot of really small cities out there. This pitch misses inside for a ball, 3-1. We mentioned that it was Hernandez when she dropped the sac bunt. She came out of Dinuba High School. And Dinuba is a town of, there's less people in Dinuba than there are at the ballpark today. 3-1. Line drive. Caught by Sandoval. Nice play to retire the side. She leaps and squeezes that one to end the inning. And robs Everk of an RBI hit. So Everk's been robbed twice. First, the fly ball caught by Jade Henry on the right field line, and now robbed by Kaya Sandoval. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-3, Tigers.
Matt is recovering from something that happened during the break here. Top of the 4th. And it will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters started off for the Jaguars with Malia Venegas, who doubled and grounded out to the pitcher last time up.
That's the one we're going to have to leave for the blooper reel. Might have to cut that one from the oh, man. Golly. Bottom of the 4th. Malia Venegas is in. First pitch is a ball outside, 1-0. Venegas 1 for 2. Back to work is Abby Buchanan, behind 1-0 on Malia Venegas. The pitch in there for a called strike, 1-1. Three, 4, 5 due up. Venegas, Henry, and Jimenez. One on the ground. Dive knocked down by Paris. The throw from her knees is not going to be close. So an infield single for Malia Venegas, her second hit of this game 2.
All right, and that will bring Jade Henry back up, who is due for a big one. Comes up 0 for 2 with a pop out last time up.
First pitch to Jade Henry is a foul off the right field line. Hits the screen. And it's 0-1. Jade Henry, one of the more aggressive hitters on this Jaguar team. She does offer at the first pitch quite a bit. 0 for 2 in this contest. See if she can light a fire right here. Scrubs on the bunt, drops a good one down, picked up. Throw to first is just in time. So a sacrifice bunt for Jade Henry. Down to second goes Venegas. And now they got Venegas in a rundown. Dive back to throw the tag, and she is out. Double play. And Coach Rooney didn't like the call. They think that she got her hand in. It looked like she got her hand in, but, I mean, with some of the calls that have gone the Jags' way today, if they don't overturn this, I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll see what happens. He's conversing with Coach Rooney and Malia Venegas. They're going to ask for help. Tyrone Murphy, the home plate umpire, will offer some help.
And we would look at the
call is
video
upheld.
here, but we don't have but we're not zoomed close enough to be able to make that determination ourselves.
That stinks, man. That's just tough. So a sac bunt turns into a double play. 2 outs. And it'll be Jimenez. First pitch is up high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, this wind is just brutal right now.
1-0 is high again.
You can probably hear our canopy moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how much is going.
2 balls, no strikes. The pitch in there for a called strike. Good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jimenez. RBI single. Got the first run in the first inning. The pitch upstairs, maybe a little bit outside too. Frame job by Acevedo, but to no avail. 3-1. And the camera goes out again. If you can hear us, hang with us. We'll get this fixed. On the ground, right back to the pitcher Buchanan. Underhand toss to retire the side. And the Jags go down essentially in order after a leadoff single, a sac bunt that turned into a double play, and a comebacker. So we go to the 5th inning. Tigers with a 4-3 lead.
back here for the top of the fifth. It is the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Reedley with Haley Zapian starting it off.
Leading off the top of the fifth for the Tigers.
Yeah, we have
Haley Zapian.
some new people working with us today. So
So
just
you're
have to.
gonna throw off on them on the radio, on the broadcast, and tell on everybody, be like, hey, it's these new people.
Hey, I am not the one that
Why you
said go
snitching?
to previous videos.
Why are you snitching, man? Hey, listeners, if you listen to it, it's me. I'm the one messing up the camera. It's me. I'm the new person. Don't blame these new dudes, man. It's me. I'll take the blame. Sapien's going to stand in. We got a break in the action here. I don't know what they're talking to Tyrone Murphy about now. A busy day for him. Hey, you know what, man? Just throw him out of the game. Just eject him. Golly, enough. Defensive change for the Jaguars. The catcher is now Deja Jimenez. Bella Gianbruno is flipped to the DP position. As far as we know, we'll see if they hit for Gianbruno later. First pitch. In there, called strike. Oh, no, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Sorry, that was, I thought I heard him go, "Arr." You know umpires don't say strike no more. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. It is, there's the growl. Arr. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one on Haley Zapian, who's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The pitch is up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Elena Valdez, such a charismatic, calming presence on the mound for the Jaguars. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Popped foul back towards us. And, dropped by one of the fans. That's all right. Got to bring your glove to the yard. 2-2. Steve took the headset off for a moment, so while he's off the mic, I want to take a moment to just kind of give a shout out to him, because all of the broadcasts, all of the dirty work behind the scenes, all of the wires and the cords and the cameras, the live stream, the stream deck, the scoreboard, it's all Steve. He does all that dirty work, all that hard work. This one's fouled down the right field line. And without him, it would just be me talking into the wind. So y'all drop a comment in the comment section and show Steve some love, because all of this would not be possible without him. Definitely want to give him his kudos and much credit where it's due. Definitely deserves a lot more than we're able to give him. I really wish we could do more for him. The scoreboard here on the ballpark went out. Here's a fly ball down the left field line, and Castro over, and it's going to be a foul ball. I lost sight of where she went and how that ball landed, but she was close to making that play. And I just had to watch the umpire, who put his hands up to signal foul ball. So we'll reset and do it again at 3-2. So bear with us. We're working through these technical difficulties with the camera. The camera died on us earlier, and that's why it froze. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Carissa Smith's got it. Her throw to first is scooped out by Gabby Jordan. Nice play. And that's out number 1. So it looks like the stream is frozen again. And I'll just do my best to give you guys the rundown of what's going on. A 6-3 put out, Carissa Smith to Gabby Jordan for out number 1. The catcher, Jordan Acevedo. And a pinch hitter, it's going to be number 18, Courtney Coyle. Pinch hitting, number 18, Courtney Coyle. So Coyle will hit. Pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch was kind of off the inside.
That was the last one.
Here's the 1-0. Bullet foul, third base side, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Coyle hits for Acevedo here in the 5th.
All right, so we had to plug our camera into a completely different USB port that we have never had it plugged into before, so we have no idea what's going to happen, but we just got to get through the day.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on that off-speed pitch. Good pitch by Valdez, 1-2. It's that kind of work. That's why I want to give Steve a lot of credit for everything he does here. So shout out to Steve Sciplin. That's excellent work. 1-2 pitch is, oh wow, I could have caught that one. Towards us. Y'all saw that on camera. So 2-2.
Hey, hope everybody's awake at home because I was coming right into your living room.
Right into your living room. Valdez ready with the 2-2. It's always good to do that with the bases empty. The pitch is dribbled foul on the third base line. And we'll reset and do it again at 2-2.
Does it show the power, the battery? Does it show it anywhere?
A ground ball to Carissa Smith was out number 1 here in the inning.
Okay, so yes, it does show it.
Just tuning in. It's been an entertaining game. And here's a cue ball. It's in fair territory. That thing spun on the line. I thought it was going to go foul, and it spun back into fair territory, picked up by Deja Jimenez, and the throw is in time to get the runner going down the line. It was Coyle, so 2 outs, and it'll be Paris. The shortstop, Alexis Paris. So Paris will stand in. First pitch is up high for a ball. Paris, in her last plate appearance, launched a high, deep solo home run to straightaway center field. As you get a look at the crowd, and now the ground or the tent, the camera is doing a whole lot right now. We're working on it. Bear with us. There's a ball on the outside, a little bit low, and it is 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Paris. In there for a called strike. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Jaguar defense playing very deep in the outfield. Felix not finna let that happen again. After that solo home run, she was patting her chest as if to say, my bad. I almost wonder if she thought she could have got up there and robbed it. Here's a cue ball to Venegas, and she couldn't scoop it up. So it'll be an infield hit for Paris. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Barbosa. Oh, check that. The pitcher is now Buchanan. The pitcher, Abby Buchanan. So Buchanan stands in after the single by Paris. Paris is now 2 for 3. Buchanan fouls one back. One of 2 Buchanans on the team. The pitcher, Abigail Buchanan, and the other Buchanan on the team is Annabelle Buchanan. I, as I live and breathe now, cannot ascertain if they are related or not, but I would guess probably. The pitch, low, no go, snap throw to first, throw down to second. That was a very well done delayed steal by Alexis Paris. Baited a snap throw to first. And that's why you don't throw behind the runner like that. If they're baiting you, you run at them and make them pick a base. That is textbook. Very well done by Paris to lure that play from Jimenez. So I don't know if the pitch was a ball or a strike. Murphy checked his thing and didn't tell us the count. Here's a foul ball for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He didn't know what the count was either. Oh, dude. Yeah, they're going to clap us out of here, man. We out here playing. So Buchanan, 1-2 pitch. Swung on it, missed strike 3. Elena deals with Buchanan to retire the side. The threat does not score a single and a very well done steal by Paris, but she gets stranded out there at second base. Whew, whole lot going on in the broadcast booth, whole lot going on the field. We are running out of daylight here in San Jose. The sun has set behind the buildings, and it's getting dark in a 4-3 ball game.
Back with you here is the bottom of the 5th. 6, 7, 8 hitters will start it off for the Jags, and it will be Gabby Jordan.
Leading off the home half of the 5th for the Jaguars. The first
Who
baseman,
reached on a
Jordan.
fielder's choice her last time up. And then would score on an error or before.
So Gabby Jordan, as the sun sets, man, this would be a good time for some lights, wouldn't it? First pitch is a ball.
Heard that.
And the catcher turns around and has some words with the home plate umpire. They are, man, Reedley is pushing it. 1-0, the pitch. Here's a shot into right field, a base hit. Well done, Gabby Jordan. And she beats the throw to first, and then it goes back. And now she's got to get back to the bag, and she's safe. That was close. She took the turn towards second. You got to get back to the bag safely. That's why they tell you to turn right on those kind of plays. And now Bella Gianbruno after the leadoff single.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
Yeah, she comes back up now in the DP position. Took a walker last time up and scored. No, correction, she did not score.
She was pinch run for by Uvia Limon, who stole a base. Bunt attempt goes foul, 0-1. Jags have good options on the bench. Valdez can be used out of the flex position to hit. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. Pump fake on a snap throw. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. They're still barking at each other. Man. Tyrone Murphy better do it than me, because a brother like me, I'd have threw him out the game, bro. You're out of here. Here's a bunt. It's going to roll foul, and we'll be strike 2. The options on the bench, Shades is available on the bench, and so is Bella Caruso Comiso. We've yet to see M. Martinez make an appearance this year, offense or defense. One ball, 2 strikes. pitch popped foul, backing out of play, and onto campus on its way to the library.
No. All right. What's the count now?
It stays 1-2.
No. How many? No. How many is that? Was that 12?
Oh, balls towards us this year? Dude, I lost count. You left after the because you had to work the other day. We had that game, and I just lost count. Here's one that's away from the catcher. Gabby Jordan goes down to second. Now the tying run is in scoring position. And that's huge, especially with the darkness looming over this game. You can really only get so many more pitches or innings in here because you can't.
Yeah, so
You can't mess around and be playing in the dark. It's dangerous.
So it's 5:30 right now, so we've got about 20 more minutes before this game's got to be delayed.
3 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be tough to do. Reedley is so far away, and I know that the Jaguars had a similar situation with West Valley. Well, West Valley's down the street. You can make that game up. Reedley is a 2-hour and 47-minute drive. Don't ask me how I know that information. I've seen a lot in 27 years. Golly. Ball 4 to Gian Bruno. And that'll bring up Kiana Castro, and time is called. Coach Rooney's going to come out and talk with Tyrone Murphy. We'll see if it's a pinch runner, a pinch hitter. What's the deal? It's Shades.
Yeah, Shades. Oh, well, no, not this time.
Not this time. It's Lorena Solis this time.
It's too dark. She can't be Shades anymore.
If she puts the shades on now, she ain't going to be able to see nothing.
Pinch runner for the Jaguars, number 12, Lorena Solis. Shades.
All right, so Kiana Castro
Now batting, the left fielder, Kiana
comes
Castro.
up. Was thrown out on a bunt attempt her last time up.
Shades is the go-ahead run. There's a bunt, picked up, throw to third. Bad idea. The runner's safe and the bases are loaded. Tried to get the lead runner, and again, ill-advised, but Jags will take it, and they're loaded for Carissa Smith. So time is called as a player-to-player conference will take place on the mound. And they're going to have to figure this out because the Jags have the bases loaded and nobody out. And Carissa Smith coming up to bat. You got to imagine that a bunt is an option. You have Felix on deck, and then you have the Jags' best hitters lined up. 1 through 4. The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
All right, now she comes up after taking a walk last time up.
First pitch is a swing and a foul back to the screen. She had a good hack there. Oh, 0-1. 0-1 offering, here it is. In the dirt and blocked by the catcher Acevedo. And it is 1-1. We out here in the broadcast booth. The 1-1 is outside for a ball, 2-1.
Yeah, so I hope you know that I'm the only one that saw that.
Oh, they didn't see that on the screen?
No.
It came up on the screen here.
I'm
That's
smart
why
enough.
I thought it was on the TV. I don't know, man. I don't
too
know what's
smart.
going on, man. I can't see the stream thing, man.
We too smart. we too smart to let that happen.
Here's a swing and a foul out of play. You're getting the live action, behind the scenes. We'd really be back here goofing off, man. This is a very good job to have. If I could do this full time and make like San Jose money living here, bruh, doing this job, bruh, man, stop playing with me. I'd be up here every day with you clowns, man. This would be great. 2-2 pitch. On the ground to third, slaps the tag, throw to first, and in the dirt, and it's going to get by. The tying run, Shades comes in to score. Venegas will go to third. Or check that, Kiana Castro. Sorry, that's Kiana Castro going to third. And down to second goes Carissa Smith. So did the ball go into the dugout? If the ball went into the dugout, Castro scores. Oh, boy. This is a huge call. She stays at second. What the heck is going on around here? Time is called. Coaches are talking. Umps are talking. Castro is standing on the third base line in between third and home. And they're having a yard sale. All this gear being tossed to the Jags dugout. What's going on?
Now,
what do we got?
Now, like, we don't have a camera posted over to the third base side, well, as of right now. So we can't. So there's no way for us to have seen that. But Coach Rooney was over there saying something. So something. So it was close enough for it to be said.
Castro was at first when the play started, but when the ball went out of play, was she at third? We don't know. So it'll be Felix. The center fielder, Melissa Felix. So Felix hits with second and third. It is 4-4. The game is tied. The pitch. Outside, ball one. A base hit gives the Jags the lead. And having the lead coming up on the late innings, and it's dark, it's a big deal. The pitch. Outside, 2-0.
Especially with the part of the order that are coming up with Sandoval, Venegas, Jade Henry, and Deja Jimenez.
Right. Slapped foul down the left field line. That's 2 runs if it stays fair. Oh, if it stays fair and it gets through the third baseman, Decker.
Well, the lights have the walking lights have come on here, so we'll just have to see how much longer this game goes.
2-1. Outside and high, 3-1. Pump fake on a snap throw, no throw. Now, if you walk the bases loaded with Kaya Sandoval, I'm just saying, man, I'm sure Denny's is still open.
Hey, 24 hours, so we can go.
That's ball 4, Felix. Yeah, that's ball 4. All right, cool. Bases loaded. Now it's Sandoval will hit with the bases loaded. The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
Big spot, big situation, bases loaded, 1 out. A power hitter at the plate who just needs it to stay fair.
Strike 1. His growl doesn't even have that little like flinch hitch thing umpires do when they make the sound. He just growls, man. 0-1, the pitch. So you hear what I'm saying, right? Like, y'all see what I'm talking about. 0-2.
Yeah,
Sandoval's gonna have to swing the bat here.
Yeah, we normally get them doing the James Brown.
Right. 0-2. Swung on and hit to right field and barely caught by the right
And
fielder.
there she goes.
Here comes Castro, the play at the plate. She's safe. She got around the tag. She got around the tag. I don't know how she did it, but somehow she got around the tag. The coaching staff and the Reedley Tigers are hot.
We're gonna look at this again.
Oh my goodness, what a slide by Kiana Castro.
Okay, here we go. We gotta look at this again.
She must have pulled her arm right as the tag was being applied. I honestly thought she was tagged out. I thought that was going to be a double play, and the inning would be over. They're conversing about it. It's a fair conversation to have. It's a very fair conversation to have. I honestly thought she was going to get called out. I didn't realize that she had pulled her arm and did like the swim move to make that to apply that tag, and oh my goodness, what a play by Kiana Castro. The Jags take the lead 5-4.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Well, did say that you do not want to walk with this part with these names and these hitters coming up, and I guess we're allowed to talk now because it's gone in our favor.
Right, exactly. So it'll be a sacrifice fly for Kaya Sandoval. The pitch is outside for a ball, 2-0. If you're the Tigers, you gotta feel hosed with the way that this game has gone. The pitch is a called strike. 2 balls and a strike. It's starting to get quite hard to see. I don't know. It looks kind of clear on the camera. I just need my glass. Here's a check swing on the ground to third. To throw to first in time to get Venegas. And the side is retired. But the Jags do scratch and claw for 2 runs to take the lead. The Reedley Tigers are very displeased. It's starting to get pretty dark. And a 5-4 Jaguar lead here in San Jose.
All right, back here at LadyJag's field, it is the top of the 6th. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters will get it going, and it is Sadie Decker who doubled her last time up. And our official stats, or at least here on the, well, at least not the official one, the one we have here on the broadcast booth is gone, as this has been a long day and a bunch of batteries have died.
Yeah, man, we need more chargers around here.
So we're just gonna have to rely on the Presto stats and hope it's updated.
So another pause here, more checks here with the home plate umpire and the assistant coach of the Reedley Tigers. This is just a long pause. I'm not entirely sure what they're discussing. It looks like Shades is in right. So Shades in right, Felix is in center. And it looks like Kiana Castro is still in left. Same infield, except Jade Henry is now playing first base. Gabby Jordan out of the game. The rest of the infield is the same, with Deja Jimenez doing the catching. So the leadoff hitter in the inning is Sadie Decker. Here's where this is really not good to be doing. There's like 8 minutes of daylight left, and we're standing here behind home plate talking about what? Play the game, man. They're not going to finish the game. You guys are losing. Like, this is not good form on the part of the Tigers. What are we doing?
I mean, Tomorrow, it's Sunday. It's
Listen,
church.
tomorrow's the Super Bowl. No one's gonna be up here
I was
tomorrow.
getting there. I was getting there. It's it's church day. It's Super
go to
Bowl
church.
day. Ain't nobody gonna be. I might not. I'm the one person that will be here, and I might not even be here. There's too much. We got too much going on.
Listen, I'm gonna have me some lemon pepper wings and some fries, and watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. That's it. That's what's happening. So, hey, drop a comment who you think's winning the Super Bowl in the live feed, and tell me why you think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. Because I'm telling you right now, the Eagles not finna go and win no Super Bowl. They haven't played anybody all year. The 32nd power rank strength of schedule. So here's a poll posted up: who will win the Super Bowl, Chiefs or Eagles? And why is it the Chiefs? Write your essay.
Yeah. So, well, the only reason why we didn't put a poll out is because we've had nothing to do the last 20 minutes.
And we're still standing here, and now the coach is like fussing at Tyronn Murphy, and the players aren't going to be able to play. It's getting too dark. This is just going to end up being a wash.
Now we don't know if there are lights at Reedley, but there definitely aren't any here, and it's going to be 100 years before we do get some lights here.
I got this light. Let's play. Come on, let's play. I got this light. Look. I'm gonna tell you what I got. I got this light right here. Woo. Phone light. Let's play. Let's play ball. Come on. Let's play ball. What are we doing? Everybody pull your lights out. Let's play ball. Let's go. Golly.
I mean, we might have to move this over a couple of feet to the football stadium.
The closer that we get to the end of this conversation, the more it just looks like the game's over. There will be no more softball played here today, but the decision on whether or not we're going to continue the game, make the game up, that's got to come through me because I'm the public address announcer. I got to tell the crowd and then get out of here before they react. Regardless of what happens, the Jaguars lead 5-4 here in the 6th. 2 innings left to play. It's been a close enough game to where you can't really say one way or the other that the game would have been won for either team.
Yeah, so not sure how many people have voted, but the people have voted against you. And okay, well, I normally wouldn't do this, but I just got to. You see what see what I got to deal with every day? See what I got to deal with every day?
Bro, we're in a broadcast booth, and we're not playing no type of softball. It's getting dark. I get them kind of scared. Y'all know I'm afraid of the dark. I don't know what's going on out here.
But while we do have this break, I do have to mention, which in a huge possibility that will happen on Wednesday. All right, so here's the situation. Come out to Percy Carr Gymnasium. Here's what you're gonna see: a men's basketball win or a West Valley loss will give San Jose City the Coast Conference title. The last person to do it was the only other head coach, Percy Carr, and this was long before either of us got here.
Man, to win over 900 games at the collegiate level.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable.
All right, hey. Now, Matt, you being a Niners fan, I really don't want to read this comment, but it being me, I have to.
Hold on, I ain't got my glasses.
The Eagles will take care of the Chiefs like they did the Niners.
Oh, man. Eagles fans are delusional, man. You played a game against a team that didn't have a quarterback. They couldn't throw a forward pass for 2 quarters, and they were taking a victory lap like they beat somebody. Oh, God. I can't wait to see them play a football team, man. Play a complete, healthy football team. Oh, man, put an end to all this.
All right, no. All right, I'm gonna paraphrase this. What's said has been said.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. They are on the field doing the Soldier Boy. I don't think any of the players are going to be thrilled about this, but there's a lot of arguing going on here.
I don't think anybody knows what's even going on. We for sure don't know what's going on.
Well, they have to call the game. You can't play with the game. You can't play the game being this dark. So,
nobody in the Jaguars dugout or on the field right now has any idea what's going on. That's going on. They just having fun right now. The entire Reedley dugout is just having fun. Nobody knows what's going on. What is going on? We might not even throw another pitch today. But I do gotta say, 80% of the community has gone with the Eagles.
it's a good thing that
80% of the community has picked the Eagles
80% of the community is
to
pretty
win.
delusional. That's tough. That's tough. 80% of the community don't watch football. Oh, man. Hey, you know what? My Falcons stink, so I can't say nothing. But you can't have the 32nd worst schedule in football. Like, you mean to tell me your schedule was designed to get you a lot of wins? You managed to lose 3 games. All 3 of them are in your division. The teams in your division, arguably better football teams than you. You go to the playoffs and you play one of them and you beat them. Okay, cool. Congrats. You beat the New York Giants, whose roster is basically a whole lot of nobody. Then you beat a team that doesn't have a quarterback. That's the worst stumble into the Super Bowl in NFL history. You don't get to take a victory lap for that. Go win the game tomorrow. And when you don't, come back. We have a game. When's our next broadcast?
Well, not knowing what happens here because we for sure not coming back tomorrow.
No, we ain't coming back tomorrow.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here Thursday against Gabriel. Now it'll be Gabriel, but that one will be listed as a non-conference game, due to us seeing them 3 times.
Come find us on Thursday and drop a comment about why Patrick Mahomes is a Super Bowl MVP for the 2nd time in his career. Why the Chiefs ran up a big old score on the Eagles because they actually had to guard a team that had a quarterback. I'm not talking about no Daniel Jones either. I'm not talking about no. Oh my goodness! You got to watch the game of football and understand what's happening on the field.
When he says us, he really means him.
Me, yeah, no, find me. I ain't look.
I ain't said a word. I ain't said a word. I ain't said a word. Call him. I ain't said a word.
Let me know, man. Holla at me, because I'm here for all the football talk, man. As someone who played football, someone who got recruited D1, as someone who played, I analyze this for a living, bro. My job is to analyze football, X's and O's, break the game down. And I don't know, I don't know. I'm not. The 49ers offense, the way they were moving the ball with Josh Johnson, they were running the ball effectively because the Eagles had to respect the fact that they had a quarterback that could throw the ball. When he gets out of the game and you come in with Brock Purdy with a torn UCL, you're going to stack the box with 9 people and say, go get the ball carrier. It's that simple. And then everybody, oh, yeah, they took care of the Niners. No, they didn't. They took care of a broken team. So you don't get credit for that. So they called the game. The game is over. They're saying good game, so-and-so. And that's going to do it here. They're going to shake hands and wrap this thing up. Now, I don't know if they're going to postpone the game or if they're going to just call it final. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to check with the umpires and the coaches to see if they decided that they're going to do a reschedule the remainder of the game or if they're going to just call it here. But 5 innings complete, and the Jaguars have a 5-4 lead. We'll take a break. We'll figure out what's going on, and we'll get back to you with the answer on whether this game is being suspended, and we'll finish later, or if it's being called, and the final score being 5-4. So we'll take a break, figure that out, and we'll be back.
right, so we have an update. Game over. Over. Game over. So due to the fact that we did play 5 innings, and it is not a tie game. A game. They're just gonna go ahead and call it. All this. So it's official. Jags win 5-4. 4, and Jaguars now improved to what 4-2 now, if my memory's right. Hey, it's been a long 2 days.
What makes that so chaotic, and the reason why there was so much discussion, is because they were still upset about the call that led to the 5th run. Now, if that run gets tagged out at the plate, it's a 4-4 game, and then we have this happen. So it's like 4-4, too dark to continue. It's a different story as opposed to Jags take a 5-4 lead, then they have to call it because of darkness after 5 innings, and yeah, just a whole thing. So that was the frustration. That was why there was so much discussion, and they are still discussing it, as one of the coaches of Reedley is still talking to the umpires about it. So I don't know what else there is to discuss. The game's over, so I guess he's just blowing off steam now.
Must be, SB, but we're just gonna go over to the 3-2-2A and to see what happened here. Melissa Felix, 1 for 2 with an RBI coming via a walk. But she did draw 2 of them. I believe Vanega is going 2 for 4. Deja Jimenez going 2 for 3 with a run scored. And gotta say it again, Elena Valdez is through 2 innings, 2 hits, only gave up 1 run, 1 walk and a strikeout. Chelsea Raymond got the start, got the win. I'm not sure about the last statement. She got the start. We'll have to see if she got the win. Had the win. 3 innings pitched. Coach Rooney is passing up information to us. Did give up the 1 home run, but overall did not throw a bad game overall.
So
the entire coaching staff is really trying to get out of here right now.
Yeah, so we got to wrap this thing up. So we're gonna get up out of here. Jags do get 2 wins today and improve to 4-2. A 7-0 win in Game 1 against the Corsairs from the College of the Redwoods, and a 5-4 win in 5 innings. And it's called due to darkness in Game 2 against the Tigers. So we'll wrap this thing up and we'll get up out of here. Jag wins.